For this installation, you'll need a flat and curved trim puller tool. There are clips holding in the lens all around the edge. Start by inserting your trim tool between the lens and the middle. Use the tool to push the clips in and pry the edge down. You can see the 5 clips that hold in the middle. Now insert your tool in the corner nearest the windshield. Slide the tool around the edge of the lens to free the clips as you go. You can now remove the lens from the assembly. Pull out the incandescent bulb, replace it with the LED, and test it. Now remove the bulb from the other side, replace it with the LED, and test it. We highlight here the 12 clips on the lens that attach to the assembly. Slide the lens into place. Push up the edges to lock it. Push the middle of the assembly up into place until all the clips are locked. There is another method to install these bulbs using a curved trim tool. Insert the edge of the tool into the edge of the lens nearest you and pry that corner free. Use the tool on the corner near the windshield and pry that corner free. Now do the opposite sides, prying each corner free. You can now free the entire assembly. Turn the bulb socket counterclockwise to remove it. Pull out the incandescent bulb. Replace it with the LED. Line up the notches on the socket with the slots in the housing. Install the socket and turn it clockwise to lock it. Now repeat those steps for the other bulb. Turn the socket counterclockwise to unlock it. Remove the incandescent bulb and replace it with the LED. Install the socket and turn it clockwise to lock it. We'll test both lights before putting it all back together. There are 4 clips that need to be lined up with the corresponding holes. Once lined up, push the housing up to lock the clips. The new LED bulbs are a huge upgrade from the incandescent bulbs. For this installation, you'll need a trim puller tool. Begin by flipping down the visor. Insert your trim tool into the inside edge of the lens. Use the tool to push in the clip, then pull the assembly out. Pull out the incandescent bulb. Replace it with the LED and test it. Install the outside edge of the assembly first, then push it in to lock it. Now repeat those steps on the other side. Use the tool to push in the clip, then pull the assembly out. Pull out the incandescent bulb, replace it with the LED, and test it. Install the outside edge of the assembly first, then push it in to lock it. These new LED bulbs will light up the entire interior of the car. A huge upgrade from the incandescent bulbs. For this installation, you'll need a trim puller tool. Open the door. Insert your trim tool into the outside edge of the lens. Pry the edge out, then pull the assembly out. You can see here how the clip holds in the assembly. Squeeze the tab on the plug and pull it off the assembly. Push the assembly to separate from the lens. There are 2 clips on each side of the cover. Pry out each and pull it off. We highlight here where the 2 pieces fit together. Pull out the incandescent bulb. Replace it with the LED. Snap the cover back on. Line up the tabs with the lens cover and push it into place. Plug in the wire connector and it should light. Install the inside edge of the assembly first, then push it in to lock it. Now repeat those steps on the other side. On this side, insert your trim tool into the inside edge of the lens. Pry out the edge, then pull the assembly out. Squeeze the tab on the plug and pull it off the assembly. Push the assembly to separate it from the lens. There are 2 clips on each side of the cover. Pry out each and pull it off. Pull out the incandescent bulb. Replace it with the LED. Snap the cover back on. Line up the tabs with the lens cover and push it into place. Plug in the wire connector and it should light. Install the outside edge of the assembly first, then push it in to lock it. These new LED bulbs for the Stepwell make a huge difference in lighting up the whole area around the door. For this installation, you'll need a flathead screwdriver. There are 4 clips holding on the lens. Insert your screwdriver into the little tab on the lens on the side nearest the front of the car. Pry out these 2 tabs to remove the lens. Rotate the incandescent bulb until the ends of the bulb are vertical. Pull out the incandescent bulb. Replace it with the LED. We highlight here where the tabs on the lens line up with the assembly. Install the back edge of the lens first, then push it up to lock it. Now test the LED bulb. The new LED bulb in the dome light will light up the entire interior of this car, a huge upgrade from the incandescent bulbs. For this installation, you'll need a trim puller tool and a flathead screwdriver. Begin by opening the trunk. Insert your trim tool into the front edge of the lens. Use the tool to push in the clip and pry out the assembly. There are top and bottom clips holding the assembly onto the lens. Pull out and open the top clips. Use your screwdriver to push in the bottom clips and pull off the cover. We highlight here where it clips together. Pull out the incandescent bulb. Replace it with the LED and test it. Snap the assembly back together. Install the back edge of the assembly and push it in. The new LED bulbs are a huge upgrade from the incandescent bulbs.